Okay, thanks everyone. Welcome to the second session of the webinar series provided by Metabuilding and featured by Arcon Solution. Today, we're going to have a presentation of how to get started with a Metabuilding platform as a second round after the first webinar that introduced what is the actual Metabuilding project, key functionalities and users. And I give the floor to our colleagues, Asier Hernández and Agnese Riccetti. Thanks for joining, and I will be at your disposal for any questions in chat.
Thank you, Tommaso. Welcome, everyone. My name is Asier Hernández, and I am a project manager at Metabuilding ASBL. Thank you for joining us for this second webinar, where we are going to overview the Metabuilding platform, functionalities, and learn how to use it. So let's check the agenda. Today we have a 45-minute session. I will start the presentation of the current ecosystem, following by an introduction to Metabuilding SBL and how you can join us. Next, I will provide an overview of the platform keys functionalities. And finally, before we open the floor for your questions, Agnese will provide a live demonstration to show you exactly how to use the platform. So let's go. As many of you know, the Metabuilding ecosystem has expanded significantly in the last year. We are now proud to host more than 400 registered organizations, so RTOs, universities, public entities, etc., and more than 1,300 active users on the digital platform. Our growth is driven by a big and powerful network of 34 Build for People innovation clusters. They serve as strategical partners and to scaling across the continent. This community include more than 200 SMEs, and of course, all this expansion is a benefit from our strategic alignment with the Build for People network. So if you are a cluster and you want to be a Build for People innovation cluster, don't hesitate to contact me, and I will help you to integrate the network. Sorry. Also, we have established a comprehensive technical support network across Europe, where RTOs, universities, and specialized SMEs provide a wide range of innovation support services. We can see on the map here. Through this network, our partner offer access to living labs, testing infrastructure. We can see the O3 beds where they are placed, and of course, testing infrastructures. Expert technical advice, innovation coaching services. So this is a big technical network, and this collaborative environment is designed to support every stage of the innovation lifecycle, from the initial concept to market entry. And one of our most unique feature is the O3Bet network. We did it under the framework of Metabuilding Labs project, funded by the European Commission, of course. And why we call it O3Bet, why O3? It's because there are open source, open data, and open access building envelope test bench. We have two in Spain, one in Italy, one in France, one in Ireland. So there is across different European climates. So we can test in real world and supported by digital twin. If you are curious and you want to walk around the O3 beds, you can visit the one place in Spain, and the Cardiff one. If you click, because this slide will be shared with you on the little camera here, I don't know if you can see it, but if you click on it, you can go and have a 3D walk around. And the platform and the OTB are managed by the Metabuilding Association, ASBL, ASBL means non-profit association in French. It is based in Brussels, and it serves as the single entry point for all our ecosystem services. So our primary mission is to accelerate the green and digital transition of the construction sector by fostering innovation and the adoption of technology for a sustainable built environment. Join us is simple and it depends on your desired level of engagement. So you can join, of course, for free the platform. It's free registration, sorry. There is no cost on it, and you can access to ecosystem services and networking opportunities for free. And for those looking to become more deeply involved in the ecosystem, we offer two membership tiers. So the active one for R&D leaders, such as universities, RTOs, who wish to provide their own innovation assets to external clients. And we have the affiliated membership for companies, SMEs, and industry association seeking a competitive advantage. So to learn more about the association, we invite you to watch our dedicated webinar, which you can find the link on our social medias or on this PPT. If you click on this little image, you will be redirected to YouTube, and you will hear from our president, Thomas Messervy, and our director general, German Adel, who provide a detailed explanation about the association and how you can be a member. So here you have some useful links. If you want to join us, you can click or scan the QR code, or you can click on my little name on the right, and you will email me directly, and we will talk to see next steps to join the Metabuilding ASBL. So let's now talk about the platform because we are here today for that. And the core of our collaboration is metabuilding.com. It's more than just a website. It's the digital meeting place designed to connect stakeholders across the construction sector and across all Europe to organize the added value of the ecosystem we saw before. We have categorized in 6 modules. We have 2 distinct areas. On the left, we have the free ecosystem services, which we consist in 4 modules. We have the first one, the funding and financing, to help you identify and access financial opportunities. We have the product and technology module. It's a space to showcase and promote your innovation. We have the collaboration opportunities, more focus on R&D to find the right project partners. And we have the cluster innovation ecosystem. As a cluster member, you can join your cluster, see their news and events, and also you can share with them your own posts to them to share on the network. And we have a specialized cluster managers module. It's the cluster management module. It's for cluster managers to manage their own network. But if you need more information, don't hesitate to contact me or Agnese. And on the right part of this presentation, we have the technical OITB category. So we have more professional services. The innovation and testing support means allows you to search for testing facility, labs, demo sites, pilot building, or other innovation support services. And we have the dedicated innovation coaching module. This dedicated to those developing innovation solution and needs guidance to reach the market. So we connect you with a specialist coach who speaks your native language. This is very important to provide step-by-step support with technical, legal, certification, and business modeling. so to help you to reach the market. Once we are on the platform, we can choose to be passive, a passive user, be posting your opportunities and waiting for offers, or you can be an active one, searching and contacting potential partners. So we highly encourage you to do both of them, to be a passive and active user. And rather than just showing you some slides, I just want you to see this tool in action. So I will now hand over to Agnese for the live demonstration. Agnese, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Asier. And I try to share my screen now, so please let me know. Hopefully you can see it.
Yeah.
And thank you. And I also try to put in the presentation mode.
Perfect. It's working.
Thank you very much. So, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you to Maza and Asia for the introductions and also for inviting me here today. My name is Agnese Riccetti, and I work for EcoWise. Before we go through the platform, a little bit of background of who we are. EcoWise is a digital solution provider. We are specialized in product information and life cycle data management. We're based in London, founded in 2016. But we built on over 2 decades of experience in environmental consultancy, research, and engineering through our sister project, whose name is EcoDengue. Both EcoWise and EcoDengue are partners in the Metabuilding Labs project, and we support the MBA. We are also the technical partners behind the Metabuilding platform, and this is the reason why today I'm here to walk through with you and share with you the main aspect of the ecosystem services and the Metabuilding Lab services that Asier has just described. Maybe just a note while going through the different sections. I can't see really very well the chat or anything, but please feel free to use the chat to add questions. And eventually I ask Asier and Tommaso if it's possible to stop me if any questions can be answered immediately. But please also feel free to use the chat for feedback and comments, which are always absolutely welcome. So let's try to make this presentation or my presentation a little bit more interactive if we can, and not a one-way communication speech. So I move to the next slide. So welcome to the Metabuilding platform. The first part is how to access. I'll go through this bit very quickly just because it's fairly straightforward and similar to other platform. So of course you can surf the platform, not register on logging in, but as Asier said, it is much better if you are an active user, contributing but also participating in the platform. To do so, you have either to register, and after you register, you can log in with your account. It's the Metabuilding platform, and the main functionalities are open and free of charge. Of course, when you register, just to make sure, we will run a due diligence check, so ensure that you are a real person and organization. So very briefly, 2 steps. In the initial part. So let's start with the registration. So you can simply register entering your details, and also when registering for the first time, you may be already able to join an existing organization. For example, if a colleague of yours is already a user and has set up one. If not, of course, you can proceed with the standard registration and create an organization from scratch. Once completed this part, you will receive a confirmation email, and then after the due diligence, you will be given access to the platform as a registered user. As I said, you can also surf without it. And from that point onwards, you can log in simply using your credentials, and to make also the setting up of your profile easier. In case you have them, you can connect to your Orchid ID and or LinkedIn profile to your account. I think this is quite simple, so I move to the interesting part of today's presentation. So let's have a look now to the ecosystem services. They have been already summarized by Asier, so you can find in the platform funding opportunities and collaboration opportunities. You can find products or innovation or enter yours or promote yours. And you can also join clusters and innovation systems. I will go through them one by one. So again, I hope this will work now and you can see my screen, and in particular the search functionalities. This layout will be repeated quite often today because we made it similar to facilitate and make the platform more user-friendly. This search tool is related, as you can see, to funding calls and collaboration opportunities. And just a step back, when you click on the www.metabuilding.com, you land on the main page. And to reach the search functionalities that I will show you today, you simply need to use the top menu, and from the searching ecosystem, you have several options. So we were looking at the opportunities now, opportunity search. So let's start with the funding calls. The platform provides different funding calls opportunity. They are searched by keywords, but you can look at them also using the filter options like the name of the call, the type of the call, or the source of fund. To make an example, I'll type here, for example, ECTP, and we can see that the platform automatically select the call. In a similar way, the collaboration opportunity search functionalities, let me delete the ECTP now, allows users to look up for collaboration opportunities, either filtering them by title, type of collaboration, or associate, or again using the free key tools. So here, let's try to type Metabuilding, and as you can see, some selections will be already filtered. And of course, by here, you can look by hovering on the cards and clicking on them. You can see all the information and related to an opportunity, the expiring date, also who's behind that, the tag related, and you can simply clicking on contact to send a request of information or maybe just to join. That will be directed to the owner of the collaboration opportunity. I think this is back to the slide. This is all for funding calls and opportunities or collaboration, calls and funding or collaboration opportunity. So now I move to the next sections of the search, which is the product innovation and how to find or even promote your product innovation. Put a few links here. Maybe I close the previous one. Again, we have a similar layout, but you will see here that now the topic is different. We're searching for innovations. Again, this part can be found from the top menu just by clicking on innovation, and we will go back to the main page. I'm not going to spend too many words. Here, again, we can look for products and innovations using keywords or filtering them. Are they on the market? What type of innovation is that? And again, search using the search tool and search bar. Here, I try to type EcoWise. And you will see that again there are some products and innovation that we previously entered. I will show you maybe later how to do that, but for the time being, this is how to show how easily, if you enter the correct details, your product can be found. So in this case, again, there are cards that appears. You can click on the card and you will have a full screen of information and details that describe the innovation. You can attach also on top of images and descriptions, also links to your innovations and website, and you can again contact the organization that is behind this innovation in case you are interested. Now I think that's probably all for this section. Of course, the more information you enter, we will see later how the better. And finally, the ecosystem service that I'll show you today is related to clusters and meta clusters. So cluster and innovation ecosystem. Asier explained already that the Metabuilding platform is an ecosystem that is made up of national and international organizations, but it is also composed by national and international clusters. By clusters, we mean a group of organizations that have common visions and goals and can work closely together. So clusters are a sort of mini ecosystems within the big Metabuilding ecosystem. And they are active across different construction fields, and they interact, the organization interacts within it, but also clusters can interact each other in the Metabuilding ecosystem. So now let's see how you can find clusters, learn more about it, and also how you can join a cluster. Again, here there is a link. I close the previous window. Similar search tool. Just a reminder that the search tool is still here from the top menu, search an ecosystem and cluster. Similar feature for the search tool, but this time we're looking for clusters. And clusters again have filters to be found, so we can look up for collaboration type or capabilities or cluster type. So we have drop-down menus, but also free keywords. And here again, as an example, let me type again ECTP. The card will appear just for brevity. And by clicking on the card, users, even non-registered user, can explore the content of a cluster. Here there are different sections. You have an about page for general overview, but you can also check the latest news, opportunities, innovations. I'm not going through it. I let you discover them, of course, but I think I want just to flag one of the most interesting part of clusters are the working groups. These are created by clusters administrators, and by joining a clusters and being a member of a cluster, you will be you might be also given granted to the working groups, with our virtual working spaces where you can interact. Talking, chatting, uploading documents, collaboratively working together, and so on and so forth. I think for clusters, for the cluster description is everything. Maybe what is interesting to show now is how I can join a cluster here. So to join a cluster at this point, I will need to log in because I need to be identified. So just making up general user, of course, is my name. I work for EcoWise. When I log in, I'll do a very small digression here. Let me open a parenthesis and show you and introduce you the dashboard. So once you logged in, you have access to your to a personal area that we called dashboard. Your top menu will slightly change once you are logged in. Again, the home is here, the search functionality is here, but then there is a special area that is visible to you only, and it's called dashboard. From here, you have the opportunity to check the activities of the platform, what has happened, and also filter them. For example, I want just to see the latest news that have been posted on the platform, or the services, innovation, and so on and so forth. On top of that, on top of having a view of all the recent activities, like a social media tool, you also have access to your organization. And here is when where you can enter with this card the information that I told you before. So in updating your profile, for example, you have access to the innovation sections, and here it was the previous card that we saw in our cases, where you can either add a new innovations or edit an existing one. The more details you will enter in this section to describe your organization, the easier will be for other external users to find you. So the better will be for you to find more market opportunity, be searchable and fundable. Thanks for listening to this small digression. I go back to the My Cluster section. Here, of course, I have several cards because EcoWise is a member of several clusters. Your section might be empty at the beginning, but to look up for a cluster, you simply click on Join a Cluster. There is a new window that opens, and again, there is the opportunity to look up for a cluster by filtering. So let's look up for Metabuilding again. And as you can see here, as EcoWise, I'm a member of 2 clusters, but I miss one. So to ask, in this case, Asier, to join the Metabuilding ASBL, I will click on the orange button, and here I can send my request with an optional note, and then I'm not going to send it now, but just in request to join, my request will reach out Asier in this case, or the owner, the administrator of the cluster, who hopefully will accept your request. From that moment onwards, the card of your cluster will appear on your dashboard, and you can view it and interact it on with it at any point in time. I think this is all also for the cluster size. So let me close this window, and if everything is fine at this point, I will move to the second part of the demo, which is specifically related to the two services that also Asier mentioned before, that are specifically for Metabuilding Labs. The innovation and testing support. So let's see now how to contact a test facilities, and then the innovation coaching. So I'll talk about it later. Let's start with testing facilities. Let me click on the link. Again, I'm logged in. In this case, you will need to be registered. And so let's say that you are part of an organization and that has recently developed a product. And of course, you're keen to bring this product to the market as soon as possible. But first, you need to test it and identify the relevant test service that you need, or the test facilities. This search tool is the key one that can help you. So in test services, maybe you already know what your product needs in terms of testing. So I type here random thermal test, for example. And I found again that this service is the thermal test bench, which is exactly what I need, is provided by EcoWise. It's just an example. So I can have a quick view. And if I verify that this is exactly what I need, I can go through it and read all the basic information, the requirements, the characteristics. And again, if this is the one that matches my product, I can use the blue button on the right to get assistance for a quote. Maybe I'll do this later to show you something else. So here I can send a message, and there are my details. I can add the phone numbers, and once I send my request, I submit my request. Actually, I'll do it now. Before I do it, I just would like to point your attention to this left menu and the buttons. So by the time I submit a request, I just write a random test and submit it. I have a confirmation message, and then if I refresh the page, you would see that there is a new button here that has been created. And through this button, as a user, I can see and manage my request. And this is the way to which that I will use to interact with the test facilities in relation to my request of test services. Similarly, again, if I go to the search function, similarly for test facilities, here I can even use the filter like by country, and then maybe show the results on map. I can also see where, where the facilities are located. Sorry, I don't know why there is this refusal. It's probably my connection today. And in here, if you are unsure about your test service, but you want to look up for national test facilities based in your country, then again, you can simply select it and have a quick view. And if this is the one that you're after, then you go on the page and you again contact the test facility. Sorry, refreshing very quickly to clean the tool. Similarly, maybe as a side note, but still I think very important to notice is that you can be an innovator, but on the other side, you can be a provider of test services and test facilities. And by joining the Metabuilding platform, you can enter the details of your test facility and test services, be searchable and be foundable in the platform, and increase your market and business opportunity in this way. Now, going back, I close this slide and let's look, oh, sorry, that was too quick. Let's look at the innovation coach. Similar scenario in this case. Let's assume that you are again an organization that has developed recently a product. Again, you want to enter to the market as soon as possible and you need testing. But in this case, you are unsure of the testing requirement, or you are unsure how is the right way through the market. And here is where the innovation coaching support can help. It's a blue button that you find in your dashboard. So let me go back here. So it's this blue button in your dashboard on the left. You simply need to click on it. You add as many information as possible, and then you can send it again. I just write the test in this case and my details, and then you can submit it. You receive a confirmation that your message has been sent to the right person. And again, through the service processes, you will see that my request of coaching has been submitted, and I can manage it or see the history. It's empty because I left it empty, but of course, the more information, the better. And you can use these functionalities also to keep the conversation ongoing. So the innovation coach will contact you, as Asier explained, through the MBA. And you can keep interacting using this section and your dashboard, for example, adding documents, images, notes, and so on and so forth, and get your consultation process ongoing. I think I can go back now to the slide, and I believe for my side, I think I'm at the end of my presentation. So just a small wrapping up and to recap. We saw today how to register and log in the Metabuilding platform. We have seen the ecosystem services, in particular the funding and financing and collaboration opportunities, how to find or promote your product and innovation, and how to find and join clusters, and then the two specific Metabuilding Lab services, innovation and testing support, and innovation coaching. Just as a note that I wrote on the slide, the platform, so this demo was, however, just an introduction to the Metabuilding platform, because Metabuilding platform has many more sections and functionalities that are there for you to explore. It has already over 400 organizations that are registered and are interacting together, and it has more than 30 national and international clusters. So at this point, I really encourage you to be curious and have a look around, explore the different areas, and register to make the most of the many services that the platform offers, the Metabuilding platform offers. I think on this note, I thank you very much for your attention. I will hand back to Asier and Tommaso, and I look forward to seeing you again on the platform. So back to
Thanks a
you.
lot, Agnese. Thanks a lot. And now we're open to Q&A questions. So if you have any
Shall I
doubt,
keep,
any curiosity,
sorry, maybe I should keep sharing. I and put the slide with question and answer. Let's see. I stopped share too quickly. Here it is. Thank you.
perfect.
Back to you.
Thanks. So for any question, please write directly in the chat, and we'll Azier or Agnese will reply.
Oh, I see one question that maybe could go for you, Asier. I see Mario Boros is asking, can people from Croatia participate in meta buildings? And I think it's been answered in the chat, but I think
I had
even
I had answered, but of course we can answer for all here. So of course they can join. They are welcome, of course, to participate in Metabuilding or to join the association. We can talk about it, but I have just a small detail to keep in mind. On the platform, there is no participant or people alone, so they need to be linked to an organization to access to all the functionalities. So you will need to create your own Mario user and your organization user as well. And if you have colleagues who are going to join the platform, they will join directly the organization you have created before. So this is the way it works. And we look forward to see you on the platform, Mario. And you have, if you have any question, don't hesitate, please.
So I don't see any question in the
Yeah,
chat.
maybe just something to add on top of what Asier said, because sometimes it can be seen that individual professionals or freelance might not be included, but this is not the case. You can join the platform as individual user with your own company, even if you are a freelance or a professional. So as long as you have an organization, even if it's your own organization and you are the only person in it, please feel free to join. And I see that there is another question. Should I read it loudly, Asier, or I leave it to you again?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so again, is asking as let's say as an individual with an innovative idea about combating urban heat island phenomenon in all city centers with sloped roof by making them green. But this is not visible because of architectural protection. So is it an innovation that can be entered or promoted via the platform? I think this is the question.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the answer right now, but if it's an individual, as Agnese said, you can create your own profile and create you as an individual. Uh, and after you can find some technical partner who can help you to bring your green roof visible, to do it visible. I think we need to study it, so maybe you can just contact for coaching assistance, or contact if you find some service you think can help you directly. But I don't have the answer how to proceed right now for your dedicated problem. So
Yeah, let me quickly show one thing at this point. So I'm logging out. So this is just the general non-registered user view. So for any users that is willing just to explore and is not convinced to if registered or not, there is always at the bottom there should be, yes, a contact us functionality. So you can use, even as non-registered person, you can use this way to contact us with your specific question, and we will get back to you. Of course, we ask you to enter some details. These details will be kept only among us, but we need them to manage your request and to ensure that it's not scam, of course. So we also ask you to accept the terms and conditions. But if, again, you are unsure if to register or not, and if the Metabuilding platform is the right place for your innovation idea or for your company, then please feel free, as Asier mentioned, to contact us using that function, and we will get back to you. Oh, I hope this answer your last question. So to give you some context, and so simply go to the metabuilding.com and use the contact us button. Your request will directly reach us, and we will get back to you via email.
Thank you, Agnese, for this clarification. I don't know if we have any other question.
I
No,
see.
at this moment, no.
Just
Okay, if
Carmine, you can enter and search. It's an answer. Thank you, Carmine.
yeah, thank you, Carmine, as well. And so we are going to close this webinar. You are going to show it to find it in YouTube as the first one if you want to replay. We have available on the platform, Agnese, maybe you can show very fast. We have the user guides available on the platform if they need more.
Correct. To access the user guide, you will need to log in though, and then here it is, and then under your name, you can choose the platform guidelines, and in here you have step by step on you have sitemap and login, but you also have a step by step on how to do and to use to do the registration, but also to use the different section of the platform. Mainly, so create a join an organization. Mainly they have been shown today, but here are summarized and maybe simplified with some screenshots.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Agnese. And before we go, I want just to say, don't just watch the future of the construction, build it with us. So register today at the metabuilding.com platform. If you miss our first webinar, you can, of course, watch it again on YouTube. And thank you for your time and your attention today, and I wish you a good day and good weekend for all of you.
Absolutely. And also, let me say, stay tuned for the next webinar that it's incoming. We are preparing. It's going to be on the DPP and how to connect with the Metabuilding platform. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.